Okay, so guys, let's just start. Remaining people will join later on. So, uh, hi, this is Himanshu, and I am having around 6+ years of total experience in IT and 4+ years of experience in GCP data engineering. So, I will be your mentor for throughout all of the GCP data engineering learning. So all of you guys are aware of the module, like what will be the course and all. Hello. Can we start introducing? I mean, Sai, Swati, can you start introducing yourself and then we can start?
Okay, hi, this is Swati here. I've been working into IT industry from past 14 years, mostly in the QA side, but from past 2, 3 years I've been working on GCP.
Okay. And in GCP QA, I mean, you were working as a QA, okay?
Yeah,
Okay. What about you, Sai?
Hi, this is Sai. So I have 2 years of experience. So right now I am going to allocate in the project for GCP project. So for that scenario, I just want to learn GCP.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So I'm assuming like you are, I mean, you both are, sorry, you both are having some basic programming knowledge of Python. Okay, so because I mean we will the things that the pipelines or the data engineering things which we develop will be based on the Python only. And any I mean if you are going to use the Java also, then we are also okay. Like Java and Python are most popular programming languages for the GCP development. Okay. Okay. So I have shared my screen, so I hope it is visible to you. Right?
yes,
Okay. So basically, in throughout our GCP data engineering journey, we will be working on creating the different ETL pipelines. For I mean, which where we will be connecting from the different sources, and our sync will be different. I like it very Google Cloud Spanner, Cloud SQL. These will be our sync. So first of all, I would introduce you like what services we will be utilizing throughout this journey. So basically, you will be using. Let me open all of the products. Yeah. So first of all, I will be giving you some introduction about the APIs, like what are the Google Cloud APIs and how will you enable and how will you, and which APIs are needed for which service. Okay, like let's suppose uh, uh, if we want to develop a solution for data flow, then apart from data flow API, what APIs we need to enable in the Google Cloud and how that is integrated with Google Data Flow. So we will learn about first of all APIs and services. Then we will come to IAM and admin. So basically, this IAM admin is required. Like how many types of accounts are present in Google Cloud, and what is the role of those accounts? Like we have user accounts, service accounts. Then what is the use of service account? What is the use of service account? How will you provide the accesses to different types of accounts like service accounts or user accounts. Okay, so that will be in present, I mean taught in the IAM and admin. Then I will give you some short introduction of the VMs like compute engine. So what is compute engine, how will you use that? Because in compute engine, the compute engine is not the part of the data engineering things, but it is required, like because when you will be creating some pipeline like using the composer, which is a part of Google Cloud, then you will be requiring the compute engine API also. Okay, how it is integrated, I will explain you in the composer part. Okay, So we will be covering some basics of compute engine, like how will you create them, create virtual machines, what are the configurations, what are all machine types are present in GCP. Okay, in here we will cover the region and zones, like how many regions are present in GCP, how many zones are present in GCP, how will you decide like which region and which zone to choose while creating our environment, like for our ETL pipeline or for our data engineering solution. Okay, later on we will learn about cloud storage. So basically from cloud storage, this will be our first step. So basically the cloud storage will behave like data lake. So here lots of data will be coming from different sources in the form of files. The files may be like CSV files, text files, JSON, PDF, any type of file we can get. Okay, so all of those data, those unstructured data or structured data will be stored in this cloud storage only, cloud storage buckets only. So that is, I mean, this is the data lake of GCP. So this will be used for the data lake purpose. So after that, like after receiving the files into GCS buckets, I mean in our data lake, what to do with that? Okay, I mean we need to ingest those data. We need to perform some transformation logics, right? So so for that we will be using some ETL transformation tool and ETL transformation logics. So using the composer, data flow, data pro. Okay, then after cloud storage we will learn about we will I mean this is our data lake. After that we will learn about the various database services provided by GCP, database and data warehouses services provided by GCP. So one of them is BigQuery, and then Cloud SQL. Okay, and then let me go to uh, okay, so Cloud Spanner, Cloud SQL. Okay, and then we will learn about BigQuery, where is BigQuery? Data, data. Okay, BigQuery. So these three types of database or data warehouse solutions we will see. First one is Cloud SQL, second one is Cloud Spanner, and third one is BigQuery. So basically, Cloud SQL and Cloud Spanner are the traditional relational databases, as you were aware of, like any MySQL database or Oracle database. Have you have worked on, like, right? So those are relational databases. So in GCP environment, we have our own relational databases, which are Cloud SQL and Cloud Spanner. Okay, after that we will deep dive into BigQuery. So basically in BigQuery is a data warehouse. So Cloud SQL and Cloud Spanner are only write optimized, right? If you want to perform any type of analytics types of work, then you can't use Cloud SQL or Cloud Spanner. Okay, you you need a more analytical database, or we can say analytical data warehouse, or we can say in another terms, so we can say which is read optimized. We need a solution which is read optimized. So that is the BigQuery here. So BigQuery is especially built for the analytical data only, and so we will deep dive into BigQuery also. So we will learn about like what is BI engine, how to use BigQuery, and how to integrate the BigQuery with our external sources, like if we want if we want to make a connection directly between BigQuery and Cloud SQL or any other traditional database, then how we will do that. If we want a connection with BigQuery to directly files which is in our GCS buckets, which is in our data lake. Okay, then we will see that also, like how to make that connection. Okay, so these three are our databases and data warehouse databases and data warehouse solutions. After that we will learn about the this ETL tool. So we have two types of tools, I mean popular tools, which is data flow and data pro. Okay, so I mean, I am assuming like you might be aware of some PySpark thing. Otherwise, I will be giving you some basic introduction of PySpark, like how to create your PySpark jobs. So basically, this data you must be aware of. I mean, you have heard of like Hadoop and SDFS things, Yarn, Hadoop, Pig, Hive, right? So Hadoop and all of Hadoop, Hive, all of are based on the on-prem servers, right? Like you will create a server and you will make an installations of Hadoop, SDFS, and all in your on-prem servers, and after that you create some pipelines there. Okay, but for the relatively cloud solution is Datapro. So basically, if you are migrating your Hadoop clusters or the PySpark jobs, or we can say the Hive or Pig jobs, then you can use Dataproc here. So Dataproc is based on the clusters. So basically, here you will be creating some SDFS clusters here, and after creating the clusters, you will be creating or migrating your already written jobs, which is written in either Java Spark or Scala Spark or the Python PySpark. Okay, these three types of ETLs. I mean, sorry, pipelines are very much popular in on-prem systems. So you can directly migrate all of those jobs directly into Dataproc. Okay, but if you are going to create your own, I mean, if you are going to create your own new ETL pipeline, then we will be using Dataflow because Dataflow is serverless. Okay, Dataproc is not the serverless. What is the serverless? So basically, serverless technology. I mean, in serverless technology, you do not need to take care of about the servers or anything, any optimization of server or any type of upscaling, downscaling. You do not need to take care. Okay, the cloud provider like GCP, so Google itself take care of this thing, like how your if you have created some server, then how it will be upscaling, how it will be downscaling, how to optimize it. Everything will be taken care by Google. Okay, so Dataproc is not the serverless. Okay, because you have to create here clusters and you have to manage those clusters. But in Dataflow is a serverless. So if you are creating any pipeline, any data solution, or any data architecture from scratch, from zero, then you will be using Dataflow. Okay, so you do not need to work on the servers part, clusters part, anything. Just you need to write your data architecture pipeline, and you are good to go. Okay, but if you are migrating your already built clusters like Hadoop and all, then you have to use Dataflow, because Dataflow do not support the PySpark based jobs. Okay, so either so you will be having two options. Either you have to migrate on the Dataproc by creating clusters and creating jobs here, or you have to convert your already written PySpark job into your Dataflow job. Okay, so this is how these two. Basically these two tools are ETL tools here in GCP. So we will be working on these two tools, and we will be learning like how to perform the various types of transformations, how to load the data into our final destinations using these ETL tools. Okay, after that we will be so after creating the jobs, let's suppose I have created one ETL job, or I have created one data pipeline. How I will be orchestrating it? Okay, what is the orchestration? So orchestration states for like how will you schedule the job. I mean, if you want to run that job on an event, like let's suppose there is a file arrived in GCS bucket, and as soon as the file has arrived, you want to trigger that particular data pipeline. Then how will you do that? Okay, how will you perform this event thing? I mean, event based relationship. Okay, and if you want to schedule it like a cron job, like let's suppose on every day at 8 a.m. We want to trigger a pipeline. Okay, then how will you do that? So these type of orchestration things are done by Composer, Cloud Composer. So this is our uh, Composer tool. So we will be using Cloud Composer to orchestrate our data pipelines, or you can say ETL pipelines, so that automation will be there. Otherwise, if you will not use the orchestration tool, then you have to perform those tasks manually. Like as soon as file arrive, then you have to go to data flow and trigger the particular job likewise. Okay, so to automate the things, we will be using the composer. Okay, after that, so this is about the batch pipelines. So basically, there are two types of pipelines: batch and real time. So basically, what is the difference? The batch pipeline, like if you have historical data in your on-prem servers and you want to migrate all of those data, then it is a batch pipeline. I mean batch data. Okay, and if you want, and what is the real time data? Is like you have, let's suppose you have, let's take an example of Swiggy. Okay, so what you do, you create an order, and after that, after creating an order, the particular driver goes to the store and to collect the food packet and delivers it to you. So in between these, you are getting the real time updates, like where is the driver now. Okay, he has collected the our food packet and now he's on way. And if he is on way, how far is he is. Okay, these type of real time updates you get from the sorry, Swiggy. Okay, so this is the real time thing. So this type of real time data, how will you handle this type of real time data? Okay, so for the real time data, we will be using PubSub. So PubSub is created by Google Cloud just to deal with the real time data. So we will be learning about the PubSub to consume the real time data, and after that we will be creating a integrated pipeline which will be utilizing PubSub, data flow, BigQuery, and Cloud Composer. This will be one our integrated pipeline for the real time, so that we will be pushing our data to PubSub. And furthermore, after coming to PubSub, GCP will be our pipeline will be triggered, and that will trigger the composer, and furthermore composer will trigger the data flow, and it will ingest our data into BigQuery. So this will be our flow for the real time data. Okay, we will see these things in a very greater detail. Okay, so this is about the batch and real time data. After that, we will go through some smaller, I mean some basics of Looker Studio. So basically, Looker Studio is used to visualize the things. Okay, if you, I mean let's, okay, so you have created a data engineering solution, like, but what is its application? How will you use this data engineering solution? Okay, so one of our application is creating the machine learning model. One of our application is creating the dashboards to analyze the data. Okay, so we will be learning about Looker Studio, how we will connect the Looker Studio to our BigQuery or any our cloud solution. I mean any our database, and how we are creating the dashboards, and how we will be utilizing those data which we have ingested in our GCP. Okay, so this is all about your data engineering thing. Okay, after that we will be working on this. After that, we will be working on CI/CD. So basically, okay, you have created a wonderful data engineering solution. Now, what happens? You have to deploy all of the things into a Google Cloud. Okay, you can deploy that manually, but what about automation? If you want to deploy your all of the development, all of the data engineering solution into Google Cloud automatically, as soon as you push your code into GitHub, and the code must be in Google Cloud. There is no manual intervention. So for that, we will be looking into Cloud Build. So Cloud Build is a uh, uh, very popular CI/CD tool. You must be aware of CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous development. So we will be using Cloud Build to create some CI/CD pipeline for our GCP. So from the GitHub, so we will push our code in our GitHub, and that will automatically trigger our Cloud Build, and this Cloud Build will deploy our respective code, or we can say respective pipeline, into our GCP environment. So this is all about our flow. So um, do you have any questions?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
When you're talking about data flow, will you be using Apache Beam?
Yes, I will be using Apache Beam only.
Okay, and when you say live streaming, it's like, will you be covering the PubSub?
Right, PubSub. I mean, what I will do, I will create a PubSub topic. Okay, and I mean, I will show you like how to create the PubSub topics, how to create the various subscriptions. After that, we will create a pipeline based on the PubSub, utilizing the PubSub topics and using the Composer and data flow. And we will push our messages to PubSub from here console only, because like we can't. I mean, we can't get the messages from real time industry. So we will push our data into PubSub topic manually, and after that
Mm.
we will sidewise we will be monitoring our pipeline. Like, okay, the as soon as we have pushed our data into PubSub topic, the data has been ingested to our final destination. So yeah, that will be the real time ingestion.
Another question, when you say Composer, are we talking about Airflow here?
Yes, it is Airflow.
Okay.
So basically, Composer is an environment provided by GCP, okay, Google. So this is, I mean, you need to create an environment only in the Google, and ultimately it provides us the Airflow environment, Airflow UI. Okay, so let me show you. So this is, I mean, sorry. So look, this is our Composer environment. Eventually, you will be creating this type of environment, like which Composer version you have to create, use, and I mean which Airflow version you have to use here. Okay, and after that, when you will be creating your DAX, I mean in Composer we call them DAX. I mean the pipelines we call them DAX. Okay,
Yes.
so for that you will be given that this Airflow UI, this type of UI, and here you will be monitoring your stuff. Okay, so like I have created these pipelines. Okay, you can see, like, let's suppose open this particular pipeline. So like, okay, so basically this is an upgrade, so I will show you a graph mode. So like, look, so this is our one of our pipeline. Okay, so like, first of all, this task will be executed, then this task will be executed, this task will be executed. So the airflow is, I mean, complete airflow is there, just the top layer of the Composer here, just to manage the environments which you create. Otherwise, if you will deploy your Composer in your compute engine, then you have to manage all of the server. Like, let's suppose you have to create a compute engine server and you have to deploy your airflow server in that. Then you have to manage your pipeline as well as you have to manage your server. But if you will be using the Composer, then you do not need to work on the server management part. Google will take care about it, I mean logging and all of the things. You just need to work on your pipelines. Okay, so this is the advantage of using the Composer. So this is the thing. Okay, so these type of things you will be doing. So uh, I mean, using Composer we will be creating both types of pipeline, real time and the batch. And using data flow as well, we will be creating the real time and batch pipelines. So basically these two tools are very popular in terms of creating the data engineering solution in the GC.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions? Sai, do you have any
Yeah.
questions? Yeah, go ahead.
What about Terraform? Are we going to use that as part of the deployment?
Mhm. Yeah, so basically we will be learning about the Terraform. So I mean, I have not covered that deployment. So basically, first of all, what we will learn about cloud build using the YAMLs. Okay, simply YAMLs. After that, we will be covering the Terraform part to automate this particular thing also. I mean, to automate the cloud build solution also, like to manage the cloud build. cloud-based environment. So we will be using the Terraform eventually, but that is the very last part. Okay. So I mean, in terms of data engineering solution, these much we will be covering, and after that we have to I will be giving you some short introduction on the Vertex AI as well, like how to create. I mean, if you want to utilize the Vertex AI, I mean, some AI machine learning part, then how to use the Vertex AI and how to create a MLOps based pipeline. So these things will be the last, but the data engineering part, which is our main part, will be this.